Good evening, good evening, good evening. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feel? Y'all all right? Waiting on our co-host to pop up. And they should be joining here momentarily. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Rise up from all the way from Tempe, Arizona. You got AKA Chef. Hold on, who we got? Hold on. Excuse me. You know what? Hey, look, you 2 for 2. You 2 for 2, McCoy. Scobie, you 2 for 2. Keep it up. In Detroit, you be 3 for 3. So you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? So keep it up. I don't know who this user is. You didn't give Facebook permission to share your stuff. Jeff Wolf still don't have voice back 100%. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That means you were doing your part. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That means you were doing your part. MV, my dog, man. Hey, man, shout out. Hey, man, we need to shout out Big York, PA. Hey, man, if you don't know where York is, it's right outside of Baltimore. Man, he's in Eagles country. He's in Ravens country. He even got some Steelers fans over there. So double salute to my dog, MV. Hey, man, I know we didn't get the link this time. You know, last time you came, we linked. But, man, it was good to see the pics that you was all in the city, man. You were showing, people showing mad love, man. So, you know what I'm saying? MV, man, double salute to you. Double salute, big double salute to you. Let's see what we got. All right, Squad, what's happening? What's happening? So, man, we in here, bro. We in here, man. My co-host I think he's just getting ready, man. You know, I don't think he had a voice either, man. If you talk to Jack Spade, man, he ain't had no voice. He sounded like he was going through puberty last time we talked. So without further ado, co-founder of the Rise Up Tour and the founder of One Time for the Fan. Y'all give it up. A Rise Up Tour welcome to no other than Jack Spade.
Oh yeah. It's definitely going down in a major way, people. Shout out to everybody here checking in from the Rise Up Tour. Falcons 2-0. I'm your boy Jack Spade. A lot of y'all know me. Some of y'all don't. Those that do not know me, you will get to know me. Die-hard Falcon fan, 24/7, man. I live, eat, sleep, breathe Falcons. Same for the Dogs. Same for the Braves, Hawks. I can keep going about all my teams, but number one is the Falcons. Still trying to get my voice back. A lot of winning teams here in Georgia. So,
yeah,
every weekend's a blessing for me. You got the Dogs, the Braves.
Hey, man, look, man. Falcons, hey, look, man. You have to bring that up, man.
You know,
you have to bring that up. Hey, Florida State's still undefeated.
Florida State is undefeated. Shout out to you, Thomas. I know You've been going through a lot with that.
Oh knows.
Been going through a lot with the Knowles. Rebuild over the past couple years. I guess getting back to where they wanted to be back in the early 2000s. This could be a Knowles team that could shock some people. So you never know what's gonna happen. But until you beat the Dogs, everybody's good till they play Georgia.
Hey man, look, I brought the baby grand back, man. Y'all see it?
Yeah, I see.
I brought the baby grand back, man.
Baby
it was
grand.
back by popular demand.
I see. What's good?
Hey man,
Falcon fans.
Man, the Falcon fans, they in the building, they checking in, man. Hey, look, man, it's a lot of excitement in the city.
Yes.
It's a lot of excitement, fans. I mean, it's just the energy, man. It's like when you win. I know we haven't been on the road yet, right? We'll get to that in a second. Be a perfect leeway to that. But when you get up Monday morning, when you turn on 929 the game, shout out 929 the game, everybody over at the Odyssey family, we appreciate you from the Rise Up tour. The energy, like when you hear, when you get those calls in the morning, like, oh man, the Falcons should have did this, or the Falcons should have did that. Man, it's just, don't get me wrong, you got your Ritter haters, and everybody swears that they're head coach. But that's not what we do here at the Rise Up Tour. We don't bash your team. But at the same token, look, let's just enjoy the momentum that we have. Let's do our part as fans, make noise. Y'all saw how Green Bay showed up into the bins, and even on our third down, it's supposed to be silent. Man, they was making noise, and they was all on cue. We didn't need Ryan Cameron to tell us to make noise. They automatically did it. So that's how you know when your fan base is gelling together, right? You don't need your PA announcer. And shout out to Ryan Cameron, man. He hollers at us too. But we don't need nobody to tell us to make noise, right? That's how your fan base is supposed to come together and to start gelling like that. So that's what we have. This is a new season. It's a new year. We can go in when we get to Detroit. We can start making noise. So if you got any Falcons flags or you got anything what says Rise Up on it, make sure you got your voice. Look, just do some tea and honey before you go so you can have a full voice. But we got to bring that noise to Detroit. We got to do that as Falcons fans. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, man, it's going down the major way. Just got a text. From one of the DJs who DJ with the Lions. Apparently, they got something going on. They want us to pull through this weekend. That's super cool, man. Because even for like other fan bases, they know a lot about the Rise Up Tour and what's going on. And whenever we touch down in other people's cities, people definitely want to be a part of what we got going on. I met a lot of Packer fans over the weekend who's a part of the Packer chapter base down here in Georgia. And they mentioned how, the stadium was electric. The stadium was just going, the energy was crazy. It was through the roof. And for Falcon fans that showed up and showed out, big salute and kudos to you. But yeah, what we do here, not only at the Rise Up Tour, but of course with my podcast, One Time for the Fans, we definitely salute the team, salute the players. We don't play the game, right? I'm not the quarterback. Thomas is not the running back. Country damn sure is not the wide receiver because I saw that 40 time. But if you're looking at what we're doing here for the fan base, and it's the same thing I explained to a lot of fans over the weekend about how, it did start with just me and Thomas, but how we're taking it to another level of bringing everybody, inviting everybody, all Falcon fans from all walks of life. Don't give a damn what section you sit in. Don't give a damn what club seat you got. Don't care what suite you own. Man, if you're a Falcon fan, pull up. That's all we're doing. You're a Falcon fan, pull up, man. There's no divide in this fan base. There's no divide with section 104 to 137. Man, there's none of that, man. We just out here trying to have a good time. We're trying to watch this team win. We 2-0. Been talking about it. My voice is shot, man. I'm trying to get it ready for this weekend. Dogs got to eat another easy game. But Falcon fan, be used to this new Falcons football with the stadium being packed and the team winning at home. We've been doing it now since damn near Terry's been there. the home games, the attendance is starting to pick up a lot more. And for the fans who got upset to say, we wouldn't go to the game, we're not going to pay money for tickets unless they're winning. Well, now what are you going to do? We're 2-0 now. We won 2 games at home. The next couple home games seem to be winnable. So, Falcon fans, you better show up. You better show out because it's going down.
Yeah, man. I mean, Jack, you just said a whole mouthful, man. I think people have to understand, man. This is the. It was a song came out a couple of years ago with Rich Homie Quan, Jermaine Dupri, with Migos on it, man. It's the new Atlanta, right? I'm not saying that Atlanta has changed, but this is a new team, new coach, new era, right? So, this is the new Falcons, man. So we gotta be very supportive. We got to do it. We got to want to do it, and we have to do our part. We're fans, right? This group is really, just based about fans. Us having a good time, us going to away games, but at the end of the day, to support our team, which is the Falcons. Be able to hold our head up and saying, yeah, man, shit, we're the Dirty Birds. You know what I'm saying? And be proud of it and being able to clap back. And again, those 28-3 jokes are gonna get old. That's they this one-liners, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, and we're just going to enjoy everything that they have in store. And win, lose, or draw, man, we got to be there to be supportive, man. Those guys go out there every Sunday. They put it on the line. They do it for us, man. And we got to do our part. So if you're going to be a fan, be a fan. Don't if you want to, say, F the Falcons and, they suck, yeah, that's your prerogative. But however, man, we don't want that negative energy. We're going to keep it due. Hey, Michelle, what's going on, Michelle? All the way from the DMV. I think she's on the Virginia side. So you can still do 2 up, 2 down, but you just 2 up, VA. So shout out to Michelle. So, man, we're doing it up, man. We're doing it up. So, man, we got a lot in store. So our first tour stop, man, we going to where, Jack Spade?
Man, we heading up to Detroit.
We going to the Motor
It's
City.
crazy because you got a couple teams right now who they've been on the road and now they're getting a chance to head home, and we've been home and now we're getting a chance to head on the road. So we do have 2 away games. We have Detroit, and then of course the big international game in London. A lot of fans here in the chat right now is definitely super excited about Detroit, for one, because we get a chance to go to a city that most of us haven't been to in years. Last time the Falcons played Detroit in the regular season was what?
When we won with the 10-second
the call at the end of the game, right? 2020.
10-second write-off with Ricardo
2019.
Yeah.
Close to there. So for Falcon fans that's pulling back up to Detroit, man, we got this spot called One Mic. And big shout out to everybody, the whole staff, the whole crew over at One Mic. I don't know if Mike Epps is going to be there. If he is, big shout out to Mike Epps. But everybody over there who's been a part of that crew, that staff, we do thank you. Because, Falcon fans, Rise Up Tour, we are coming from Atlanta to represent our Falcons, our 2-0 Falcons. Hold on, our 2-0 power rank number 9 Falcons. We are top 10 in the power rankings right now, probably for the first time in so long. But this team is ready to go. Detroit is first away game on our list.
I know as you was getting a shout out to Detroit, it is some other players involved, so we want to shout out them as well. We got V Coat, shout out to him. Shout out to a lady by the name of Stacy. She's from Detroit. I'm just saying she's a Falcons fan, but that's the jury still out on that. But so it is some other players involved. So thank you for being a part. So this will be a joint party. See if I can grab this flyer. So everybody who's going to Detroit, what time you guys getting in there, man? What time you guys coming in? Drop it off in the chat. And if you're not going to Detroit, we got something else for you as well. You can pull up. in Forest Park. Shout out to Tyreek. He got it all set up. But if you're not going to Detroit, you can pull up right there. Boom. We're gonna be at One Mic. It's a restaurant. It's a bar. You have to make reservations if you want to be at the restaurant. But over at One Mic, over at One Mic, and then if you're not ready to go home, if you're not ready to go home, they have another party starting later on after our event, and we'll post that shortly. Yeah, we got another party that we'll post up here shortly. Yeah, we got another party that we'll post here shortly. And it's you guys can go after as well. So man, yeah, man, we're gonna be represented real well out here in the D. For those who don't know, Friday, 11:30. Okay. All right, who else? PM. Oh, you coming at night. Okay. Justin Newman said he'll be down in Forest Park. Anybody wants to join the Rise Up tour tent, be out there. I think me and McCoy on the same flight. Somebody asked, will there be a meet after the game? In Detroit, no. In Detroit, no. I think a lot of us is going to try to get back to the house because a lot of us are planning to go to London. So we need to get back home as soon as possible. So yeah, it's not a meetup after the game in Detroit because a lot of us are leaving right back out on Tuesday to go to London. Some people are going to Paris, Amsterdam. Some people are even going to Italy while they're there. You know, so
I got my homeboy MJ, the stuntman from Stunt World. He's heading over there to Instaball. Yeah. Big shout out to MJ Stuntman, man. It's going down.
And then also we will have a special edition podcast Monday. Monday. It's just strictly London. All right. We're gonna bring the UK boys on. And then it's too late to be kind of asking certain things. But they just kind of give you like a more of a welcome. But if you do have a question, please reach out to them. But we're just gonna bring them on just a refresher on about the Oyster card, get on trains. Darren's very knowledgeable with that. Kevin's great, Lee's great as well. But that's more Darren's expertise. So we're gonna bring them on Monday. So the podcast may be a little early on Monday, just because of
Yeah, we got the podcast Monday, so we definitely will bring them on, our crew over there in the UK. They've been doing a lot when it comes to helping us out and, helping fans out. And this is a big thing for the UK crew. And I want to give a big shout out to Darren, Lee, Kevin, anybody else who's been, a part of giving information to fans, because we don't have a foot on the ground in London. You feel me? Most of y'all that's been rocking with us for so long, for all these years, know how we rock in all these cities and states around here close to us. When you're going international, it's a little bit different. So if you don't have, really like us, like our feet on the ground, seeing what's going on, it could be a little bit difficult to maneuver some things. And we didn't want fans, as you can see, London. Look how big London is. There's fans staying everywhere, right? And it's not like Detroit where we try to get the host hotel and everybody's staying over there at the Marriott down the street from the stadium, or Tampa when we're at the Sheraton. A lot of people staying down the street from the stadium. Over here and over there in the UK, Wembley's like doggone past Douglasville. If you're talking about Atlanta, we talking about West Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like Wembley up there. And a lot of people are going to be staying over there near Conyers. You know what I'm saying? Near Covington, near Stone Mountain, near Lithonia. So we didn't want to bring people to a special area in London. It wasn't set up correctly or anything. We know how we rock. We know how we put on our events. We decided, hey, the international thing, we're not even going to touch that. But we are going to do the best we can to give information out to fans. And that's where Darren came in and Kevin came in and Lee came in. And they did a great job of helping out fans. I know fans that hit me up and said, thank you for having fans like Kevin and Lee in the group, because they told me information about where to land at the airport. And when after we land, where do we go? What train do we get on? And how far is our hotel from this station? And it's good when you have people who represent Rise Up Tour well. So big shout out to everybody who is a part of helping out from the UK with fans over here traveling, man. So big shout out to Kevin, Lee, and Darren.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I think we all excited, man. It's if the way that the team is performing, and I look at it this, man, a win is a win, right? If it's by 1 point or it's by 30 points. At the end of the day, we got a W in the left column, not in the right or in the middle. So that's the way I look at it. But that's not what we do. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night for One Time for the Fan for the podcast, and he'll go and break it down.
Oh yes, One Time for the Fan.
But our job is just to get people excited and ready for it, and we're doing our thing. So we got a couple of housekeeping things before we move on. If you're ordering a London shirt, it will be shipped out this week, and tonight is the deadline. So if you want a Rise Up Tour London shirt, you have to order it by tonight in order to receive it before you leave. Everybody should have their orders by Monday. So if you want to represent, we got a white shirt, and also we got a black one as well. And if you want to order that, go ahead and place your order in. All orders will be shipped out by Friday. Friday before it's gone, before everybody's gone to Detroit, it will be shipped out. So you should have it at your address no later than Monday. It'll be fresh for you to wear. Represent proud, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be able to do that thing. Also, like I said, it is an after party. We'll drop that information down after the party that we have for Saturday. Well, we'll go ahead and drop that in the chat. The chat on the website. Also, Jack, we got a back-to-back since we're going to London. After London, we come home, we got back-to-back. And man,
we sure do. Tell them about it. Tell them about it.
We got back-to-back. We got Houston. That's gonna be crazy, even though they ain't won nothing yet. Did they win yesterday?
Houston, I don't know. I don't even watch AFC football.
Damn. All right, and then after that, we got the Commanders. And then we got 2 away games back-to-back. Right? We got 2 away games, and we're gonna keep on rolling. So in the first one, if you guys caught the live today, I know it was impromptu. But man, we riding with Georgia Coach Line, man. Ms. Parker called me up. She said, hey man, you need to come by here and finish signing your contracts. So guess what? Boom, the deal is done. So if you're going to Tampa with us, please, hey, look, I know I don't want to sound like I'm begging, I'm asking, I'm pleading you. I ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna even tell you what's gonna happen. If you're not on the bus with us, you just missed it. We ain't sharing no photos with you. You just need to be on there. Hey, the bus is reasonable price. And also just to make sure that, we have a good time, I need everybody to sign up. But if you live in Macon and you would like to go, yes, we are picking up in Macon as well on the way down to Tampa. So the trip is $175 for everyone. Please go to the website today. If we need to get a second bus, just now I am going to say this. Once we do reach capacity on the first bus, it will be a wait list for the second bus. There's no guarantee that we're going to get the second bus. However, it will be a wait list. So if we get enough people, then yes, we would bring how many buses we need. But once we get the capacity, it'll be shut off and everything else will be a wait list only. So we're almost to that wait list point. So go ahead and secure your seat. If you're waiting on somebody, hey man, you're going to get left. Also, Nashville. It's a lot of stuff going on in Nashville. We got a Saturday event. Now, however, the Rise Up Tour bus will not be there on that Saturday, but we do have members going before, and they have the ambassadors for that. We'll bring them on probably the Washington game.
You gotta go far for that, ambassador.
Yeah, so we'll bring that ambassador on the Washington game, and he'll be able to talk about. I mean, he's posting things now, as well. So please, if it doesn't come from me, that's totally fine. But if it's getting post, and also I'm gonna tell you this: you see the Rise Up Tour logo on the flyer, or we see or on anything that a member puts out, and you see the Rise Up Tour logo, that means it's an official Rise Up Tour event. It's been cleared and all of that stuff. So if you see the Rise Up Tour logo, or it says the Rise Up Tour and it's spelled correctly, let me show you here. So y'all know what to look for. Check. I don't know if I got it right here. If you guys look in the corner, if y'all see that, you see all Rise Ups all together, one word. If you don't see that, it ain't. We're not saying that you can't attend those events, but it's not. We have no parts in that. So I don't want to say, man, it was terrible. Margaritaville, man. Hey, hey Jack, man, what's up with Margaritaville, bro? You had a good time?
Margaritaville was great. Big shout out to the staff over there at Margaritaville, the bartenders, the general manager, the cooks, anybody who was a part, who worked, who helped put this together. And of course, big shout out to the radio station, 92.9 The Game.
Shout out to Dave Farrell.
They did, yeah, definitely shout out to Dave Farrell. I know there possibly might be another Rise Up Tour party at a home game for the Margaritaville coming up, because we have so much going on with the Rise Up Tour. Thomas, a lot of this stuff hit us unexpectedly this year because we outside. We knew how good this team was going to be earlier this year. We saw the moves Terry made and everything. But for the Rise Up Tour, where do we come in? We focus a lot on away games. And as you can see, there's been a lot of events here at home because the fans are so excited. And the Rise Up Tour plays a big part of what, some of this fan base does too as well. Because when we first started, it was just me and Thomas chopping it up. Then we might call who? Joy. Then we might call Denise. Then we might call, the rest of the crew that we had, some of the founding members. But now, 5 years later, it's over 1,000 people in the group. And people are traveling and they're getting on the road. And now, guess what, Thomas? We're 2-0 heading into Detroit. That's 1-1. It's a winnable game. And fans want to do something on the road. And apparently fans want to do a lot more at home too. And I know what it is with the tailgates and people showing up to, their friend's party and the bar and the club and the lounge to watch the game. And then, what we do with the Rise Up Tour, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. We know home games are tough. So for everybody to take the time out of their day to come to Margaritaville after the big win against Carolina and then the massive win over the Packers. Thomas, did you feel the vibe from Margaritaville last week to this week? It was a 1-0 win last week. But Sunday, when those fans were walking through Margaritaville, it was like a playoff feeling. You beat a team that is known to bring a fan base to a city, make a lot of noise, disrupt the other team's fan base, disrupt the other team's communication on the field, and usually sometimes in the past walk out of there with a win when they had their old quarterback. But this new Falcons team, this new Falcons fan base, this new everything that we're putting together with this organization has been amazing the past 2 weeks. But to see the looks on all those people's faces walking into the Margaritaville, taking pictures, high-fiving, hugs and handshakes, that is a feeling that I have missed for years. And I love seeing Falcon fans like that having a great time. From Ravage was in there. Who else? Michael Nellens was in there. Country was in there. Keep going. Shannon Willis was in there. I don't want to miss nobody, but there was over a good amount. Jabri Harper was in there. There was a good amount of fans in there. The band was rocking out. Staff is bringing food and drinks. And I'm looking around like, wow, Thomas.
Shout out to GGT, man. Stop Joy, man. The band had that thing rocking, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The band definitely had that thing rocking. Hopefully, Thomas. I don't know if it's that same squirrel that was chewing on that line in the summer, but he seems to be back. He seems to be back. I be getting Kiki with that all the time. Like, Kiki, go out there and fight them damn squirrels and get them off that line. But hey, Thomas has done a lot, this season with helping with the Rise Up tour, making sure things are set up and are in place. So big shout out to Thomas. The admin team from Miss Velisa and Diane and Vinny and Janae, and oh my gosh, so many people that's been helping us bring Rise Up tour to everybody's face, so that way people can see it. Long time ago, people didn't know where the Rise Up tour was. We was getting started. Now we're in our 5th year. Rise Up tour is in every city, baby. You're not going to stop us. Thomas can tell you how many times we talked about next year's schedule. We're talking about Vegas. We're talking about Philly. We're talking about Denver. We're talking about maybe heading back to the West Coast. We're talking about possibly Germany. So when it comes to the excitement of who I am and what I believe in as a fan, a lot of it comes from y'all, from the fan base. That's why me and Thomas and Abraham Haynes, a diehard member of the Rise Up tour, he can tell you. I talked to Abraham for about 20 minutes the other day before the game started. Me and Abraham shared a nice conversation about the Falcons fan base and about where the Rise Up tour is trying to go with this. And Abraham is a new member of the Rise Up tour, and he rocks with me. He saw me in New Orleans. I know his family pretty well too as well. But Abraham turned to his girl. He was like, "Yeah, we got to get you signed up too as well, because we definitely finna, move a lot with the Rise Up tour. I love what y'all doing." But this is a new member telling me that he sees everything from the outside. That's why he signed up. He loves what we're doing with this fan base. He loves how we're bringing people together, how we're trying to create this new culture. Look at what we're doing when we go on the road now. People are asking for sections. People are asking for us to get suites. We're really taking this to the next level. Detroit, I need everybody to show up. I need everybody to show up strong. I know everybody to be on time for that event, make some noise, but also, have respect for the establishment. We from out of town, right? A lot of these places we've used in the past, they ask us to come back and use again because we know we'll probably be there. So make sure you tip your bartenders. Make sure you treat that place like it's your home, But when we go to that stadium, give the Lions hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Give the Lions hell, but treat that place one mic like it's your home. Shout out to everybody from Margaritaville. Shout out to everybody who's been a part of the Rise Up tour, the admin staff, the team, people who's helping out, the ambassadors. Oh my gosh, we're taking off, and I'm excited.
Hey, also,
this is 2-0 talking right here. This ain't just Jack. This is 2-0 Jack talking.
Also, for the ones who are not traveling with us to Detroit, again, you go out to Forest Park. They're gonna have a tailgate set up. They're gonna have live music. They're gonna have a kid zone. They're gonna have vendors. You can bring your own setup, your cooler, your drinks, and all of this is free. So if you guys want to organize it, as well. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but we do have some ambassadors who's going to stay behind to do so. So the Rise Up Tour tent would be there, and also a couple of Falcons tents would be there. So if you guys want to show up, you guys want to put something together, you want to put it on the grill or whatever, you guys are more than welcome to go out to Forest Park. We have partnership with Forest Park this year. So shout out to Tyreek Maxwell. I would tag him in the groups if you guys have any direct questions. But yeah, I mean, Jack said a whole mouthful, man. So we're gonna make sure that we continue doing what we're doing. Yes, we did something different this year. Yes, we went to a membership, but as you're saying, we got membership swag. We got a lot of stuff, man. So we're very grateful to everybody who has signed up, all the members who just signed up. Please don't forget to get your membership in. That's very important. That's what funds the group. That's what keeps the group going. So we're able to do this. And we didn't even talk about Phoenix, right?
That's the thing about it. We have so much. Man. Nashville is something we have to go over coming up. Carolina, we haven't even really talked about. Tampa, that bus trip, and then the meet and greet in Tampa is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be dope.
Like come on, New York, Arizona. Like these Rise Up Tour podcasts are very, they're very crucial for a lot of fans because you get a chance to hear a lot of information. You get a chance to see where the Rise Up Tour is going, especially at 2-0, and we're ready for Detroit. The flyer is out. Rise Up Tour, we're rocking, at one mics. Come on out, Falcons fans. There's a lot of fans that you will meet at the airport. You will meet at the train stations. You will meet on the restaurant, whatever. They might not be a part of the Rise Up Tour. Welcome them to the Rise Up Tour, just like how you welcome your sister, your brother, your cousin in the group. And you never know, you might see them at an event, because when Falcon fans travel on the road, they are looking for something to do. And of course, when the Rise Up Tour puts on these events, you know, it really brings people together. So big shout out to everybody rocking with the Rise Up Tour. Also, what Thomas just mentioned about, you know, some of the Packer fans too as well being down here. Big shout out to Aaron and Chris. Met them at the game on Sunday, Packer fans. But they told me how, Aaron told me how he's a part of a Packer chapter over there in North Carolina. And that's where he came from for the game. And their chapter, because I was telling him more about the Rise Up Tour too long, but their chapter, their dues was $175 for their dues. And he has over, I want to say close to about 300-400 people in their group. And that's just a new chapter. It must have been like a year old now. They say they're still adding members, but there's other Packer chapters in that region. So you can just imagine how people are doing this with other fan bases, and it's really working for them. Do you guys remember that party at Park Bar a couple of years ago when we was getting ready to kick the Packers' ass, and that one club, that one bar in Atlanta decided to host Packer fans before the NFC Championship game, and the Falcon fans went over there and shut it down? That was a chapter of the Packers fan base. That's just like us. If we go play Philly in the NFC Championship game, we got to go to Philly. What do you think the Rise Up Tour are going to do? We're going to call around Philly and find out where can we get something to go. What can we do? So just know that when we do this for the Falcon fan base, y'all, when we do this for y'all, Abraham heard it when I told him the other day. Thomas, we talked about it the other day. Country, we talked about it the other day. We love what we do with Rise Up Tour. We can go into the game, go home, turn the phones off, and see y'all later. But we don't want to do that. We're 5 years into this. Like, this is like our baby right here. This is like the prize right here. You know what I'm saying? We're really taking care. It's like that dream car. You know what I'm saying?
When you first get it, when you first get it, you watch that thing every day.
You do, man. It's like even in the 5th year, it still feels new. You want to know why? Because Karina Atkins wasn't in this chat last year.
Nope.
Right? There's a couple people that wasn't in this chat today that wasn't there last year, because people are now starting to see more of the Rise Up Tour. And I want to say thank you all for being a part of this.
And shout out to everybody who's referring people, man. That it goes unnoticed, right? When you start talking to folks, how you do it. If you get a lot of people say, man, I see y'all be having fun. One. And then two is like, hey, Rosalind Little referred me. Hey, Brandon Robinson referred me. Hey, you know, Justin Newman referred me. Or hey, Fred Blackburn referred me. You know, and then when we go places, I do apologize in advance that, you know, if you catch me working, like these events, like, so now these events are getting to where that I can kind of sit back and kind of relax and kind of have a drink. But especially in the beginning, we want to make sure things go out without a hitch. So, you know, I do apologize. You're like, well, damn, Thomas didn't even speak to me. No, I'm just trying to make sure everybody's good. But we're going to sit down, we'll talk, we'll chop it up. So, and that's why it's important that when people RSVP or you say you're going to come, so I can have everything prepared. So then when people do show up, it's just smooth sailing. It's all good, man. So we just getting bigger and bigger, man. And we thank folks for believing in our vision. I mean, earlier I posted something on the Facebook group when me and Jack talked about it, and I put a song to it called "God Did" by DJ Khaled. Right, because again, when me and Jack talked about this, we were just doing something, right? I mean, we had no vision.
Nobody did not think 5 years from now, 5 years from that moment would be this.
No, we had,
especially with a fan base that was coming off of a Super Bowl loss.
Yeah, and
it was like, nah, they don't want this.
No, so we had really no vision, and each year I felt like, you know, we've learned, we've gotten better, and it keeps bigger and bigger. We got a lot of key players. I know you see me and Jack as the face, but it's a lot of people who's working behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
From our community engagement to our project managers,
social media team,
to our social media team, to our travel coordinators. So we got a lot of people. So
ambassadors.
Even our ambassadors, you know, that they do a lot, especially our membership engagement coordinator. And sometimes is, you guys don't get to see it. But yes, me and Jack may be the face, but these people believe in the vision as well, and they continue to carry the torch for us. And thank you. And shout out to our security director. If y'all know who our security,
I was just getting ready to get to that too. We haven't even thrown security in the mix yet.
Man, look, man, we got a guy who keep us safe, man. Shout out to Bit Rob and his crew. But yeah, we actually got security director, man. So we look out for everybody's safety. He'll tell us, hey, AT, nah, that's not a good spot. Hey, nah, T, nah, we shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we got everybody's best interest, right? So we got people in place. You may not see them, but we got people in the place to make sure that it is what it, everybody's good and covered, man. And again, I say thank you to everybody. Thank you for rocking with us. When you wear a Rise Up Tour shirt, we thank you for that. Hey, when you bring your challenge coin, we thank you for that. When you talk about the Rise Up Tour, we thank you for that. Thank you for coming to our events. Thank you for coming to our meet and greets. Thank you for being a member. Even if you're not a paid member, thank you. Right? Hopefully we get you, to the other side where you're supposed to be. So our events can be bigger, better. But back to this bus thing, right? So I went to this bus and Miss Parker, she called me up this morning. And Miss Parker keep me straight. She said, Thomas, you talked to me earlier and you ain't been down here yet, but I know it's time. But before I get this bus away, you need to come take care. You need to take care of. I said, yes, ma'am. So I come down there and Miss Parker said, I got something for you. And I was like, well, I know we ride with the peaches on the back. She said, nah, we got a 2023 for you, and we're gonna let y'all take it. And it's all black. It's like a black canvas. And they said, well, we're going to make sure we deck it out for you. So they going to know that, this fan group is on the way down. They're going to know. If we need to get another one, we will. But, so you got people looking out for us, right? And that was like, she called. She was like, hey, y'all going to like this. It's all black. It's all black. It got the peaches on the back to let people know Georgia's on your mind. So when people get behind us, they know, hey, them people straight from ATL. We from the A. So this is why, man, we got people rocking with us, right? We got people who care about, have interest into what we do because they believe in what we do. They don't want us to go nowhere else. They take care of us. I can say, hey, Miss Parker, I don't know if I need another bus or what, but she's like, all right, just let me know. I got you. I'm gonna scribble you down. But we build those things, man. And shout out to Bit Rob, man. He is in the chat. Bit Rob, man, we just talked about you too. So, we going to have a good time, man. So make sure you guys get on this bus, man. Look, this bus is new. It's wood floors. I put a video out there earlier. But we're going to have a good time. And if you've been on our bus trips, we have a good time. We sing. We got some songs on there. And we never do two bus trips, especially two bus trips back to back. Like we are one group, one bus trip. So, but since the demand and people say that they want to do it, so hey folks, y'all go ahead and get on the bus, man. So tell your folks, even in Macon, if you if you're going to Tampa and you want to go to Macon, I know we had a post a while back and it was like maybe 30 people from Macon. Hey, go ahead and sign up. So we can go ahead and schedule your bus and have it there waiting for y'all. So you guys don't have to wait for us to come down. But again, these bus trips are special, right? Really, these bus trips was more of the rides. So give you some insight. Our first bus trip cost us $60. It was going to Carolina. I didn't know what I was doing. People said I knew what I was doing, but that was my first ever time I ever organized a bus trip, and I was lost in the sauce. But it was a very defining moment for the Rise Up Tour. Right then and right there, I knew that I got to continue this because the praise that we got after that said, hey, man, I really enjoyed ourselves. For $60, you had all you can drink. We had pouches. Shout out to Janai and Ethan. They came over to the house. They helped me get everything packed up. Janai was the bartender. She put the pouches together. Everybody got T-shirts. Hey, we had done a lot back in 2018. We did a lot for that bus trip, and I learned a hell of a lot. It's like damn near all I want to do is get people on the bus. So pretty much is I split the cost with everybody for $60. You can go to Carolina for the day, and people say, "Oh, just 60?" Yeah, I did that. But I learned a lot from there. So, but yeah, man, go ahead and get on the bus. The links are there. If you want to order T-shirts, go ahead and get your T-shirt. Get it. For your London T-shirt, just go to the website www.theriseuptourgroup.com. Shout out to Dr. Jackson. That's another thing is, look, go see Dr. Jackson, man.
Please do.
When I say, I'm not just not saying this. Look, Dr. Jackson is a big, intricate part of the Rise Up tour. She funds a lot of the stuff. However, we need you guys to go support Dr. Jackson. Just, go like on social media as well. But pull up, man. She does a hell of a lot of things. Her staff is going to take care of you. They're going to be good. So just make sure there it is at Total Health and Injury Specialist. Go check out Dr. Jackson. Also, there's the website. You can get all your information that you want. And also, again, if you just signed up, go ahead and invite a friend, but make sure you get your memberships in. You'll get a different email. I know we have 2 groups, right? The members get an email, and other people just get newsletters. But the members, they get first dibs. A lot of stuff what we got going on. So make sure you kind of guys have that. You guys got that stuff going on. And please, I guarantee you, we ain't gonna steer you wrong. We're gonna have a good time.
Sure won't.
And we never know, man. Hey, look, you'll never know what we may have on the bus. And I know we got a big surprise for the New Orleans game. I can't even tell you what's about to happen. I got people calling me. Hey, I got a company who's calling us and saying that you guys come to New Orleans, we're gonna take care of transportation. So I got artists calling us and said, "Hey, we want y'all to be on the same." Man, look, I can't let the cat out of the bag. I can't do it. But look, we're working on a lot of stuff. We ain't gonna hold you. But thank you. Again, thank you for everybody who's rocking with us, who's continuing to rock with us. We appreciate you. But please go ahead and sign up. Hey, don't get caught slipping without your coin. Hey, because some people were buying drinks this weekend. So, and shout out to Arizona, right? Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment and shout out to LaMarcus and Stevie Correga. So they put on our West Coast chapter. They put on their meet and greet at Buffalo Wild Wings by our 2 Rise Up Tour ambassadors, LaMarcus Boyd and Stevie Correga. They did an awesome job. It's about, they probably had about 10 or 15 people there, but and they can't wait till we get there. And it's a lot, and I can't even let the cat out the bag yet, but it's gonna be pretty dope. So make sure you thank Stevie and LaMarcus is that as well. But all the information you need is on our website. Go to our website, bus trips, merchandise. And again, tonight is the last night to order your London shirt. If you want to wear a Rise Up Tour London shirt and support the Rise Up Tour, tonight's the last night, so we can make sure you get the orders out so you can have them before you depart. Lanyards and badges. Yes, we do still have some. If you just signed up in the last 10 days or so, we haven't got your order in. This is the final. This is the final for the season. This is the grand finale right here. So if you are signing up, so if you sign up in Detroit, I'm not going to be able to have you a lanyard for Tennessee. I got to cut it off. So make sure if you want to sign up, you want to get your lanyard, because you're going to be lanyard out, man. That's how you know. Some events you're going to need it. Some events you're going to need that. So we ain't going to hold you. We're going to come back. We got a special edition podcast on Monday night. All things London. I will be online here for probably another hour or so. If you want to reach out to me. I can help you the best way that I can. But until then, the theme music. Hey, Jack, you got anything?
Let's see. Falcon fans, continue getting your friends and family signed up for the Rise Up Tour. For the fans that's, they hit us up and said, "Why y'all doing a membership, man? What's up with everything was cool in the past. Everything's still cool. Still the same. We just move into a chapter like real deal fan club, man. We're organized. You know what I'm saying? We're moving in the right direction. Got so many other teams out here doing it. Falcon fans, we got to take this to another level, man. You see, we're 2-0. We're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. They're going to look at our fan base and say, what does this fan base bring? NFL's going to look. If we make it to the playoffs this year, when we make it to the playoffs this year, they're going to say, what about the fan base? How good is the fan base? How strong is the fan base? Everybody talked about Packer fans over the weekend. Oh, Packer fans are coming. Oh, don't sell your tickets to Packer fans. Packer fans. We're going to be like that soon. They're going to say, hey, yo, when them Falcons show up, oh, they're finna tear this month. Oh, them jokers for real. Because that's what you want. You want that. You want those type of vibes. You want the positive vibes. You want the positive energy. The team is bringing it on the field. And I do remember a lot of fans saying, well, they have to win for me to show up to the game. Well, now they're winning and the ticket prices are going up. So what are you going to do? And for Falcon fans that are showing up there every Sunday, tailgating with your friends, your family, going up in the bends, going to your seats, making noise, being a part of that hostile environment that Terry talked about, we thank y'all, because you can hear my voice. I was a part of that on Sunday too as well, because I want to see my team win. Everybody in this chat wants to see the team win. So big shout out to Thomas, big shout out to the whole admin team, everybody that's in Detroit that's going to be pulling up, and the staff and the establishment that's, we're going to be using. And big shout out to everybody. So thank you all. One time for the fan. I'll post it here tomorrow night. One time for the fan. I'm posting it here tomorrow night. We should have the whole crew with us. Big win over the Packers. So we'll be talking Falcons-Packers recap. Power rankings. Falcons are 9th right now in the power rankings. They're a damn good team. I don't know if you guys saw Good Morning Football, but Kyle Brandt's talking about us. Pat McAfee's talking about us. A lot of stations, Brian Baldinger, whatever the guy's name is, they're all talking about us. So the Falcons are turning in the right direction, and we've prepared a long time for this. So big shout out to everybody here. Thank you all, and rise up.
So look, before we get out of here, man, so if you have a coin, if you take it out of your case, if you don't have a case, but I think we really, it says where fans become fans, right? It's our slogan, and we live that, right? But on the back of the coin, it says passion. We all passionate fans, right? So we travel, we love football, and we about family, and we all dirty birds. So get you a challenge coin. If you don't have it, it can work in your favor. If you go out with somebody and they don't have it, challenge them. Also, you may go to a different city. It may be a different coin. Hey, I'm just putting it out there. But you got to be a member. You got to be a member, and for how that to work out. But until then, rise up. And hey, Jack, man, hit our theme music.
Rise up, tall. Where fans become family.
There it is. Shout out to Ben Markham Wade.
Big shout out to Ben. Rise up, y'all.
All right, man. We out of here. Until then.
Friday hits, we know it won't be long. Gonna head out on the highway to follow the birds. Win or loss, a true friend till the end. Yeah, we ready for y'all. So rise up tall. The fans become family. That's how we roll. Yeah. So rise up tall. The friends become family. That's how we roll.